Welcome and thank you for joining me for this session today, which is going to be a high intensity resistance training session. But we're going to work in different kind of blocks and sets. What you're going to need today is an exercise mat, a set of dumbbell. My dumbbell is 7 kilo each and that will be 15 pounds. And then we need a little bit, you can go with a lighter dumbbell, or maybe you have a plate like this, and this one is 5 kilos. So what we're going to do is, the work frame is going to be 40 seconds on and 15 seconds for the next exercise. In the 40 seconds, I will show you a modification, and in the 15 seconds of a rest period, I will show you the next exercise. We have different kind of blocks. The first we're going to do is we're going to work in a superset. That means we're going to alternative between two different exercises, 3 rounds. Then we're going to move on to a second superset with 2 new exercises, still alternative. Then we're going to go for the same exercise 3 times, and then we're gonna go for another exercise 3 times in a row. And the final block, we have 4 exercises where we're gonna alternative between a pulse and a strength exercise. Don't worry about the setup, I will guide you all the way through. So we're gonna start with a warm-up, get your equipment, a bottle of water, and I'm gonna show you all the way through for this workout where you get it all, a full body workout, few equipments, and you're gonna boost that metabolism at the same time as you keep and make your muscle tissue even stronger. So let's go and for this one. So hair is up and we are all ready to go. So we're gonna start out by tapping on the spot. So just a little bit tap in front of you, swinging your arms and opposite leg and opposite arm, swinging here and pushing and warming up your spine. And we're gonna focus on a bit of more of elevating our heart rate before we hit it off for the session. So this high intensity resistance training, also people will call it Hiit with dumbbells. We're gonna bring knees up and keep that movement. Thumbs are pointing up, opening in our shoulder belt and just bouncing a bit on the floor. And for modification, you can go a little less into the movement, but else you're just gonna put it through the full range of motion. Keep knees up and down, and we're gonna swing one arm at a time. Feel that you have to engage your core a bit more. Opening up so knees are coming out to the side and swinging those arms in front. 4 and 3 and 2, and we're gonna turn this into a kick. So heel up towards buttocks, moving from one side to the opposite, and stay up nice and tall. Make a little bit of a squeeze between your shoulder blades and keep that nice and tight position. So lowering down your shoulders, we're gonna stay put on one leg. So pushing up, bouncing opposite leg, inhaling and exhaling on 4, 3, 2, and changing up. Here we go, bouncing on your opposite leg, pulling back, 4, 3, 2, and single here in front, and swinging arms from one side up, and get those arms up above shoulder levels and keep your chin in. Gonna do a bit of a close movement here, so just get your legs a little bit closer together and hands are coming up above shoulder levels, bouncing up and down, reaching up, and you can always walk on the spot instead. Inhaling, exhaling, and pushing forward. Shoulders are down, still bouncing in your lower body, and we're gonna grab here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands on shoulders. Gonna do a rotation as we are turning. We are lifting our chest up, engaging our core. Exhale, inhale. So just a good of a turn, squeezing, and let's go for a few more on each side. A bit tightness in your glutes, and one more. Keep chin in and come into center. Chin is in, coming all the way down, and then we're gonna reach up towards the ceiling, moving arms down and back again. Get a nice bit of a dynamic stretch in your hamstring, and a few more, reaching forward and exhaling, and one more. Engage your core, lifting up and into center. You might want to grab some water. So what as promised in the beginning, we're going to do a superset. That means we have 2 exercises. The first exercise, we're going to do high knees with this plate in front of us. So we need to engage our core a bit more. So we're going to reach up here while we have either a dumbbell or your plate in front of you. And the second one, we're going to do, bring our dumbbells. We're going to do a squat and a biceps curl with the dumbbells. So we're going to alternate between those 2 exercises for 3 rounds, and then we move on. My timer is gonna go on here, and it's gonna count down from 10 seconds, and we're gonna do the pulse exercise to begin with. So for modification, don't bring any extra weight. So we're gonna bring that up here. Or we can go with single leg up, but make sure your shoulders are down. So what I always think about is, this is a motivation not to gain weight, because what if I should carry around with 5 more kilos than I already do? So think about it that way. And if you're in the beginning of your fitness journey, you might want to toss that extra weight away and just focus on getting shorter breath with your own body weight. So inhaling and exhaling. Keep chin in and chest up. And we're going to put that plate down. Squat and biceps curl. So pushing buttocks back as we bring our dumbbells up in front. Back to a straight position. Chest is up. And as we are bending our knees, we're bending our arms and opposite, straightening up. So that's an easy peasy one. Make sure as you are moving back down, keep that stomach nice and tight, and bring it up again. So buttocks back, chest up, chin in, squeezing as we're standing up. Squeeze our thighs and everything possible to squeeze. Pelvic floor, biceps. Inhaling and exhaling. Squeezing, lifting up. Yes, back for exercise number 1. So in a superset, we have 2 different exercises. That can sometimes be a little bit more easy to go to when you're new into exercising, because there's a little bit less to think about. So you can drop the weight, and you can go here, and you can do a little bit of each. So shoulders are down. Bring it up, and keep a good distance between your chin and your plate of dumbbell. Elevating that heart rate for another 10 seconds. Knees coming up. And 4, shoulders down. And you should sound like me. And sounding short of breath doesn't necessarily mean that you're out of shape. Just means that you are pushing yourself to the best. So shoulders are back. Let's go for the squat and biceps curl. Squeezing everything. Buttocks back, knee behind toes. And up we go. Inhaling and exhaling. That's what works best for me. And for modification, bring a lighter set of dumbbells, or you can do the biceps curl first and the squatting afterwards. So you can feel your way through that one. You need to engage your core a bit more when you do the both. Yeps. Final one. Final round before we move on to another superset. So engaging core and chin away from plate of dumbbell. Inhaling and exhaling. So keep it on. And a good thing about working for a time frame instead of sets and repetition, you can do best possible use. So you can go a little bit slow, you can push it a little bit harder. Just try to stay active all the way through this third and final round in 10 seconds. curl, and we are gonna move on for our next superset. Ready to go, and let's push that buttocks back, squeezing, staying up nice and tall. So what I always advise is to keep your workout short and intense. So don't work out for hours and hours. You will stressing yourself, producing a lot of stress hormones, and you will get a lot hangry and angry. So angry, and you will get hungry. That was what I was about to say. And that will only make you can get a lot of calories in, combine it with if you're tired, blah, 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 blah. So I'm gonna put this to a stop. What I was about to say is stop, because you need a little bit of water before we move on to the next set. So just make sure that you keep it short and intense, to not pushing yourself into producing too much of a cortisol, the stress hormone we have, which is gonna tell your brain to keep on to that fat tissue. So we're gonna go for the second superset. We're gonna start with a via or up here. So we're gonna bring our plate up. We're gonna stay down here, and we're gonna reach up towards our feet and plate coming up. Make sure that you push your lower back down. And for the second exercise, we are gonna go for a jump squat. So we're gonna go down, reaching up here and lifting that plate up and down. And let's start with the first one. You're gonna go lie down. You're gonna bring your dumbbell or your plate or not. So counting down here, lower back down, squeeze and engage your abs, and straight legs. Whoops, we're gonna push it up and slowly down. And you can always go with the plate in here, and you can lift it up from here, or you can just leave the plate by itself. So back with that lower back, squeezing up, reaching, and make sure you are engaging your pelvic floor. 5 seconds. Yep. Up we go for the jump squat, with the plate or without the plate. So make sure that your shoulders are back and feet and knees are pointing a bit out to the side. And we're gonna jump up and down here, lifting that plate up towards the chest. So inhaling on the way up, exhaling. And for modification, you could go here, down, pushing forward, bring it down, pushing up and in front, but still try to do that faster movement when you are lifting yourself up and pushing away. So keep it on here. 8 seconds. You know there's a strength exercise coming up afterwards. Yep. Lying down and ready for the V up. Pushing lower back down, arms up or no plate. So down with that lower back. Squeezing slowly down. And besides, of course, not using the plate, you can go up here and down again. And you can get the first bit of the movement, and by time when you return, you can keep it on. You can also do a bending in your knees on the way up, because when you bend, it's easier for you to keep that lower back down. Yep. And up for standing position. Let's elevate that pulse, and we are doing this Chest is up, inhaling and exhaling. Squeezing. Inhale and exhale. And pushing buttocks back. Bring it up. Slowly down. Yep. One final of each. And dumbbell, no, not dumbbell, plate with or without. Push back down. Lifting up. So make sure you're not lifting off with your head to begin with. It's sort of just like following along as you are lifting you up with your ab muscle. So keep it on, 18 seconds. Final round. 10 seconds. Bending your knees. Yep. Up for the final round here. A short break coming up before we're gonna do 3 times the same exercise. And we have 2 different exercises and they're both gonna be strength. So when you do this, the final time, then we are gonna go for a little bit of a break of the heart rate, pulse exercises, and we're gonna do, as I said, 3 exercises the same in a row and another one, and I can relieve that it is a shoulder work we're gonna do. Bring it up, inhaling, pushing, buttocks back and knee behind toe. Up in a straight position. Yes. So just a quick little bit of a stop. I hope you feel like you need a bit of a break so you can push yourself. Every time we have a bit of a break, then we can get energy to continue. We are gonna go with our dumbbells. So this is gonna be the same exercise 3 times in a row, 2 strength exercises. So we're gonna push it out here and in again. So shoulder work, and when we done that 3 times, we are gonna do some shoulder fly up here and bring it back. So we are gonna target our shoulder for the next few minutes. And then we have the final block with the 4 exercises. Back to alternative between strength and pulse. So pushing out to the side. Good distance between your feet for a good base. And you can always go single arm, shoulders back. And for modification, besides going single arm, you can go in here and back again. So opening up and into center. So this challenges your stability in your shoulders quite a lot more. So maybe you want an alternative between the 2 exercises. Pushing to the side, in again, inhaling. So strength is coming up, and you can always, of course, bring a lighter set of dumbbells. So resting here, easing off your neck. 2nd round out of the 3 before we move on. And sweat is coming down my face. Hope that's what's happening for you too as well. So make sure you keep shoulders down. A little bit of a moment to your shoulder blades. So if you feel like your shoulder blades are moving out from your rib cage, then you might want to go single arm, or you want to do this one instead, because then you need a bit more shoulder stabilization. So you should feel it in your shoulders, but it shouldn't feel it in the wrong way. Pushing out, lifting chest up. Inhaling exhaling. Yep, one more. So good position here. Shoulders back, 5 more seconds for a final one for this one. Flexion in your elbows, pushing out, in again. So I don't know what you call it in your country, but we have a music instrument called a harmonica, where you are just pushing it out. It's sort of like go in and out like this. So this what is you're going to do, straightening out and back in, doing that connection between your shoulder blades every time you move towards center again. Final round. 5 seconds. Thank God. Oh, thank yourself. That's a lot easier. Yep. So we're gonna go for the fly here and back we go. So 3 rounds of that one. Out to the side, lifting chest up, and up we go, and back we go. So as we go out to the side, the back of your hand is pointing up, and as we go back, the palm here is gonna face forward. So up to the side, engaging here and pulling back. So bring that chest up, a bit of bending in your knees, but we're still staying up nice and tall with a good tightness in our core. Yeps. Here we go. Inhaling, exhaling. Yeps. And in, just easing off here as we wait to go on for the next round. And here we go. Bring it up. Squeeze. Up to the side. Bring it back. You can go single arm. So you can always go one arm, and maybe you can go both here. You can continue going single arm. Bring it back, squeezing, and we have another one. Another one bites the dust. So when we're done with this third one, we are gonna take just a short break and then move on for the final block. So final round for this one. Keep your chin in. Feel it in your shoulders in a good way. Bring it up, back again. And only 8 seconds left. Keep chest up. And one final one. Yeps. So dumbbells a bit out to the side. Just a quick bit of a break, and we're going to move on for the final block with the 4 exercises. So the first one, we're going to do a narrow jump lunges, back and up. We're going to do that 1 time, and then we're going to move on to some frog lift, where we're going to bring our dumbbells, put them in here behind our knee, and we're going to do a frog lift up and down, moving on for a wide leg run, and finally a triceps plank, but I will show you all about that. So 3 rounds, 4 exercises, and still working for those 40 seconds. To begin with, no equipment, just doing that narrow jump, 1 leg in front, opposite in the back, heels are up on back leg, shoulders down, pushing buttocks back here. So now we go for that one after each other. So we're gonna alternate between that pulse exercise and a strength exercise. So chest is coming up, pushing it down, and you can always go on your thighs instead of doing it. So much better to do that than doing this in your lower back. Inhaling, exhaling. And keep it on. Get shorter breath, affected on your breathing. And now we need to be a little bit snappy here because we're gonna lie down. One dumbbell, or you can do the exercise with no dumbbells. Grab the dumbbell in your knee and hands behind here. And we're gonna do single leg stretch. So up we go. One leg squeeze, glute, both up. So if you wanna go with no dumbbells, you can consider doing both legs at one time. Some might like having your hands underneath your hips. Maybe you like to have it here for some support. You can work around that. With or without dumbbell, single leg or both leg. But feel your glutes and connect with your core and pelvic floor. Chin is in and equal amount on each side. Dumbbell out and in front of you because we're going to do a wide leg run. Takes a bit of time to get out of that up here, or you can do a modification. So go for this one, or you can do the modification here when you are bouncing, but still try to get same leg up and same arm to connect and use a bit of your oblique muscle. Staying up nice and tall. Chin is in. And you can always go with a few seconds on each. You know there's a strength exercise coming up, and we're not going to use the dumbbell for that one. 4, and dumbbells to the side. We're going to do a triceps plank. So arms here, straight position, moving up and down, or you can do it on your knees. So lifting up, slowly down. Get a bit of help from your feet pushing you up, or else you're going to go here and make sure you are straightening your arms, engaging that triceps. Keep a plank position, not pushing your buttocks up. Slowly down, up we go. Yes. Back for round number 2, and we're gonna do the narrow jump here. So up in a nice position, and let's go. Bring those arms up, or you can always go for some jogging on the spot, as long as you feel that you're affected on your breathing. So I know this is a final block, and you might be a bit tired now, and that's okay. You can go on your thighs instead of all the way down. Inhale, exhale. And we are ready to do that front lift with the dumbbells in our kneecap. So a quick turn around here, lying down on our stomach without dumbbells. So get on your knees, put it in your knee area, and find out where to put your arms. Yep, so we have to work effective here, squeezing, and keep that tight position around your dumbbell. I'll put arms up here, but look down please. So you are easing off your neck. Squeeze your glute, and if you're struggling with that dumbbell, just leave them aside. The most important thing is that you can feel it in your glutes. Engage core, pelvic floor, and you might think, I know. You told us so many times. Yes, but sometimes we tend to forget each equal amount. Dumbbells out to the side and up for standing. to do the wide leg run. And arms out to the side. And here we go. On with the modification. So stay up nice and tall so you get all that breathing in. Strength exercise on its way. 8 seconds. Chin is in. Yes. Tight triceps plank with no equipment on your forearms and on knees or on toes. Elbows underneath shoulders. Up we go, and again. So if this is too challenging and you try to go down here, you might want to go up, up, down, down, opposite arm, but try not to swing with your buttocks. And you know, you probably heard it before, consistency is the key. You will be able to do it sooner or later if you keep your mind to it. Yep, that means we have arrived at the third and final exercise. So with 4 exercises, working for 40 seconds, that means we have less than 3 minutes left. So keep it on, pushing yourself as best as possible. This is our final round for this narrow jump. So inhale as we go up, exhale as we go down. Do some jogging on the spot. And we are almost there. Yep, down, lying on your stomach. Oop. Need to hurry. And with or without dumbbells, in and let's go. Single leg, maybe, all depending on your dumbbells, or drop the dumbbells and do both legs. Squeeze all the way, feel it all the way here where the glutes are connecting. Relaxing in your shoulders. So this is exercise number 2 in our final round. So in a few seconds you have completed this one as well. And one more now, the other one. Yeah, we don't want to do more on one side compared to the other one. Boom, up for a standing position. Maybe you walk faster than me. And inhale and exhale. So pulling that arm down. Or do that one. But you know, this is the final one. You are going to do your best. I know you're going to do the best. So pushing it so you feel that heart rate is getting elevated. Chin is in. Pull arms down. And we are almost there. And out with the dumbbells, triceps plank. Final exercise, final block, final set, everything final here. 5 seconds. And we are going. So as you're pushing off with your feet as well, you get some support. Usually, especially women, we are a lot stronger in our lower body and a little less stronger in our upper body, and that's the opposite thing with men. So we need to focus a bit more when we do those upper body exercises. And that's probably why every time I have a new client, they say, I'm not able to do a push-up. But then over time, when you again try, you will get into that push-up. 5 seconds. Well done. Well done. I don't hope you feel that toasted, but get some water, you deserved it, and water is just the best. So thank you for joining me. I hope you had a good time pushing yourself, a little bit of help for me, and I hope to see you back soon. Maybe you want to share this. You will send it to a friend you need to start exercising. You can go and have a look at my channel, all different kind. I have 15 minutes, three times a week workouts, 10 minutes of a challenge, all different kind of workouts. So just go ahead, share, comment, like, subscribe, all very good for our channel. And hopefully you will get notified every time I upload a new session. So until I see you next time, stay happy, stay healthy, stay strong, take good care. Bye.